So I wanted to make this video for anybody who is in the trades. You don't even have to be in the trades for this video to be applicable to you. You might just be stuck. You might just be stagnant. But this video is to kind of shed some light on some mentalities that are holding you people back. And I want to share this with you so you don't get stuck in the same rut over and over and over again. I'm driving home, so if I'm not looking directly at you, it's not because I don't care. It's because I am trying to focus on the road. So the mentality that I'm specifically speaking about is so many of you are stuck in 2020. You haven't adapted. You haven't switched anything up. You're doing the same old. You're taking in the same information. You're working with the same people. You're hanging around the same friends. You have the same everything. Nothing has changed, but the world has kept moving forward, and you're falling further and further and further behind. So how many of you got into the job or the career or the relationship that you had been striving for, but then you gave up? What I mean by give up is that you just stopped putting in that effort. You stopped striving. Well, so many of us do that. And you want to know why you're, short on rent? Have you ever changed? Have you ever adjusted? Times have changed. Houses are more expensive. Food is more expensive. Clothing is more expensive. Have you cut back on your lifestyle and adjusted to the new paradigm that we're now in? Many of you haven't. Have you started to stockpile more cash? Have you started to invest into the stock market? Many of you haven't. Have you started your own side business, entrepreneurship venture? No. And then you're going to sit there and complain about where you are today, when most of you are still stuck back in 2020, wishing that you could continue to get those stimulus checks, when interest rates were lower, when you could buy that car that you always wanted on low interest rates. It's just not the world we live in anymore. And if you keep waiting around and wishing that we were where we used to be, you'll never advance. I don't want you to stay stuck. I didn't myself, and now I'm probably 5 years ahead of most of you. Why am I 5 years ahead? Because I kept my mentality moving forward when I saw the paradigm shifting. So when interest rates were higher, I moved money into a high interest savings account, high yield savings account, however you'd like to say that. When interest rates start lowering, I make sure that the majority of my capital is going into the stock market. I adjust, I pivot, I keep pulling in new information so I know where the ball is going. I'm skating to where the puck is going. So if you got into the trades 4 years ago and you haven't done anything to upgrade yourself, to bring in more money, so many people that work in the trades rely on the crutch that is hours. You can make up for a lack of skill. You can make up for a lack of knowledge with hours, but that can only get you so far. At some point, you're going to have to take what you've been doing and shift it. You're going to have to start investing. You're going to have to start savings. Your income and your hard work is not going to always protect you from all things. Because what happens if you get injured? Do you have 3 to 6 months of an emergency fund saved up? Probably not. Okay, so all that hard work can only get you so far. Yeah, it keeps the wolf away from the door, but that door is thin. Life keeps coming at you. So what I want you to start doing is start taking on new information, start learning how to function under this new paradigm shift. We're under a new presidential administration as of noon today. So figure out what that means for you. And if you're struggling to know what to do next, that's why I offer one-on-one coaching. So you can go down to the link underneath this video and click, and you can get one-on-one coaching where I will sit down with you and I will kind of go over where you're at right now and see how we can either catch you up to speed or keep pushing you ahead so that you aren't falling behind. So many of us are, so many of us do, so many of us struggle to have that outside voice, to have that outside accountability. And that's why I wanted to start offering one-on-one coaching to anybody who's interested, because I don't want you to feel stagnant. Housing is not going to come down substantially anytime soon. Gas prices aren't going to come down substantially anytime soon. Food prices aren't going to come down anytime soon substantially. And so, as much as I am appreciative of Mr. Trump and all of the things that he is trying to implement, I listened to the inauguration today, but he's not what's going to actually affect my individual life. There is the nationwide economy, there's your local government economy, state, local, and then you have your own personal individual economy. And the only person that's going to affect your individual economy is you. So you're going to have to figure out what you have to do. I'm not going to say what you need to do, what you have to do to move forward under this new administration, under this new paradigm. Stagnant water is the water that is full of nasty bacteria. How long have you been stagnant? And you wonder why you're not, getting ahead? You're stagnant. Stagnant water is that disgusting bacteria water. Water that is flowing is cleaner than water that is stagnant. So figure out what you can start to do to start flowing forward, to start shifting. So hopefully this video was helpful to you. If you need advice that is more personalized to your situation, like I said, feel free to go down and schedule a one-on-one coaching call with me. I'd love to try to help as many of you as possible. I understand that if you don't have the money to schedule a one-on-one coaching call with me, then I recommend going and watching all my other videos, and that's a way that you can get that free information. But again, that information is going to be general because I'm speaking to the masses. I'm speaking to people around this country, around the world. So I can't help you with what you're going on with specifically. If there is a question that you have, feel free to leave it down in the comment section below, and those comments can help inspire videos that I make in the future. But if you really, really need that one-on-one coaching, go down and click that link. And so I'll catch you guys in the next video. And as always, thanks for watching.